Hello dear viewer, and welcome to another very interesting episode of My Lover and I. My name is Patience Dogo and I am your delectable host for today's episode. Now on this channel we talk about everything love, relationships and marriage. I would urge you to please go back to our previous episodes and watch them and take on the assignments that we gave. It's going to matter if you're intending to say I do to that very special person that you love. Now today I'm going to be talking about something very sensitive, and I'm going to be talking about the women today. Now I know that we are in a society where everybody wants to work, everybody is passionate about doing something in business or in career, but there are a few men who want to get married to women who they don't want them to work. Surprised? Yes, there are a few men like that. They want their wives to be at home to take care of the home front. Now, this is not bad in itself, because being a full-time housewife, it's a job on its own. Taking care of the children, taking care of the domestic front, it's a job on its own. So I don't want you to disdain people who decide to stay at home to just take care of the domestic front. Now, if you're in that category of women and your husband wants you to stay at home and work, and you also want to stay at home and not work, then well, I think both of you have something in common. But if you are a woman who wants to work, I mean leave your house in the morning for an 8 to 5 job, then you should be discussing this with your intended spouse. Now, when you're getting married, please, there should be no assumptions. If you want to work, you should explain to your spouse that this is what you want to do. Now, it's not right to get into marriage and start discussing these things, because it's going to cause a strain and going to put pressure on the home. So this is one question you should be asking yourselves. As a woman, you should ask your intended spouse, do you want me to work? Is it something you want, or you want me to stay at home? Now, his answer is going to make you make a choice or determine if you want to go ahead with that relationship or not. Now remember that love is never enough to sustain any relationship. There are some salient issues that you need to take into consideration if you want your relationship to be buoyant. Now, let me talk to women who want to stay at home. The society has evolved, and there are remote jobs that you can actually do without leaving your house, in the morning for an 8 to 5 job in the corporate world or the business world. I'd advise that if your husband wants you to stay at home and take care of the domestic front, please get a remote job that you can do, one, or get into some investments that can give you some returns without necessarily involving yourself in the business. This is very important, because the little income you make could be very beneficial to the home. So what's my assignment for today? You should be asking your intended spouse as a woman if he wants you to work an 8 to 5 job, he doesn't mind, or he wants you to just stay at home. Now, I don't like you to assume at all. It's a very important discussion, and many people have overlooked this issue, and at the end of the day, their marriages are in crisis. So what is my assignment for today? If you're a woman listening to me and you're intending to get married, please ask your intended spouse if he wants you to work an 8 to 5 job, or he simply wants you to stay at home and give you an allowance. Whichever one you want to do, well, the ball is in your court. Now, I'd like you to please take on these assignments. It's going to matter if you intend to have a blissful home. Now, until we come your way again with another very interesting episode, stay blessed.